Hi guys, I'm Lou.
Hi, I'm Michelle.
Hi, I'm Zile.
Sup, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Clueless with LMZ. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about situationships. We're going to get into depth about the whole situation, our personal experiences, our views, our opinions on the whole matter of situationships. So stay tuned and enjoy.
So, situationships, they are very complicated topics because it's not exactly a label. It's a label, but it's very broad, You could do a lot of things in it. It's not official, but it's official. It's some sort of commitment. Would you
Yeah,
say being in a situationship counts as being in a relationship? A situationship and a fellowship are not. Okay, now the question is wait. To reback your question, is a situationship and Njolo the same thing? I think so.
for sure.
Because I don't really think joling is being in a relationship. Joling is like playing around, puff puff pass type of situation.
Why? Why do you think that? Because it's called Mjolo. Why do you think that?
No, but then it's just not like it's not serious. I haven't exactly jolt Nick because I stay away from it, but from what I've witnessed and from what I've heard Nick, it's not the same thing as a relationship. You're just playing around with somebody is playing a game. I feel like jolt is a game for real. So is situationships. It's just fun. It's not serious.
So can I ask, ne? So
Mm-hmm.
in a relationship, ne, can you tell me your expectations, boundaries, if it's boundaries, what you need to do in a relationship? What do you need to do in a relationship, ne? You just tell me that, and then you tell me what you need to do in situationships, or how it goes, or what role you play in situationships.
I can put you in this situation, in a relationship, right? I'm
Yeah.
committing to you as a person, your problems and everything. Ne? So when you're sad,
Mm.
I would love for you to come to me. I'm opening that space for you to come to me and do all that stuff. Ne? Obviously, if physical, what is your type of thing, it's fine. But relationships, I feel like, is a little more emotional than situationships. If I'm in a situationship, ne, I'm probably just there to galavant with you, to do those physical stuff, which I'm not gonna come to and talk about like a bad day. But that also depends on the situation of the situationship, right? Because it's different. Sometimes you'll be in a full blown relationship, but for you in the relationship, it's just like a physical thing in the relationship, and in the situationship, it's an emotional thing. So it also depends on perspective and like how your situation is going to be. Yeah, I agree, ne? Because like with situationships, right? You struggle a
Yeah.
whole lot more with setting boundaries and knowing how to move around in a situation. Because with situationships, no, it's basically a person doesn't want to commit. A situationship is a situationship because in society people wanted to, mess with each other without wanting the commitment of messing with each other. They wanted to what's it called? Be in a relationship without putting the label of relationship,
The
Yeah.
dictionary definition of situationship is in a dictionary. I didn't know that. I thought it was just like another word we came up with.
Mm.
But it is a romantic or sexual relationship that is not considered to be formal or established, right? That means it isn't solid. With a situationship, you can't be as upset with the person if something were to happen unless you've already spoken about it. Then you would in, let's say, a relationship.
But you do
If
get
this person
upset, right?
doesn't talk to you for how many days and y'all agreed that we're not gonna commit to each other, you know?
But you do get upset.
I mean, obviously you're gonna be touched a little bit if you're gonna be messing with the person heavily, and next thing you're talking, you're not gonna talk anymore. Same thing, you're gonna be pressed in a relationship. You can also
Mm.
be pressed in a situationship.
You know why I'm saying it's low key the same thing? It's because
Mm.
I feel like for me, once you get into whether it's a situationship or it's a relationship or it's whatever, there are emotions involved somehow. even if it's not that deep, I love
Mm-hmm.
you whatsoever, but there are emotions. Because you getting into a situationship,
Yeah.
you are investing your emotions into someone, even if it's not formal. Because the things you do in a situationship are the things you do in a relationship. Whether you guys, I don't know, are,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, communication, you guys are sexually involved, you guys, whatever it is, it happens in relationships, formal relationships, whatever, situationships, like it's the same thing. It's just that people, it's either people are afraid to commit or, personal reasons. But for me, I feel like it's the same thing.
I feel like it can be the same thing. It's not necessarily the same thing, in my opinion. Not necessarily the same thing, but variations
I
of the
think
same thing.
I think situationships, ne, is doing, as Michelle said, doing relationship stuff without the label. Like, I could treat you as my girlfriend, I could treat you as my boyfriend, ne. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna claim you. I'm not gonna rip you in the street, ne, because it's basically having your cake and eating it. That's the whole basis, or what I feel like is the basis of a situationship. So, as I said, it also depends on the discussed situation that is the situationship, because the situation is broad. A word situation isn't specific.
Mm,
There could be multiple things happening.
yeah,
That is what I honestly, no situationship can ever be healthy. A situationship, the basis of a
it's
situationship is
not.
toxicity.
Mm,
No,
But
it's not healthy.
I,
Zile has a point.
no.
situationships are not healthy.
Well, it depends. If you've had set boundaries, ne, you'll be like, okay, I wanna kiss you, I wanna hug you, I wanna do all these
Mm-hmm.
things, ne. But then I don't wanna say that I love you. I don't want you to say to me that I love you, or that I want. If you're both okay and both have communicated that you're okay with those boundaries and okay with that setting, then it's healthy. We discussed this in friendships. I feel healthy is communication and all that stuff. If the difference is when you think you're going to have a relationship with somebody, but you're just stuck in a situation and they know that all that's going to happen is a situationship, yet they don't let you know.
But
Yeah.
that's where it changes. Once now you've spoken about it and there's the communication, it's no longer a situationship, but now you're on the path to a relationship.
Hmm.
Not necessarily though. I feel like because when you get into a situationship, I'm sure that that's what you guys basically agree on.
Mm-hmm.
That we're not gonna be official. We're not gonna tell each other that we love each other whatsoever. You understand? And I feel like, babes, that's where the problem begins, né?
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're in a situationship right now, you've agreed that you're never gonna tell them that you love them. You're never gonna call them your boyfriend. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but let's say you guys are maybe sexually involved or you guys kiss and you hug and whatsoever, yeah,
Yeah.
whatever you do. The moment you do that, one way or the other, my sister, you will catch feelings, both of you.
Mhm.
And the problem begins where you have now caught feelings and you can't say anything and because you
Okay.
agreed in the beginning. Now you
Okay.
just
Okay.
all these feelings to yourself and now you're just dying inside. Aibo, it's not healthy.
Exactly. Exactly. A situationship, even if there's boundaries, the basis of it, the
Mm,
lack of commitment, it's
Let me
toxic.
tell you something. All of this, what can be helped by it? Communication. I don't think I can do this anymore. It's gonna turn into a relationship. I feel like I want this to be a relationship. Therefore, I think we should stop the situation. Simple. It's your
babes,
choice to let that carry on. And then up beyond that, then it turns toxic. So it's also a choice and lack of communication type of thing. If things are consistent and communicated about, it's not toxic. But the moment you're sitting there pondering with your own feelings and your own emotions and your own thoughts, and you're not letting that other person know, it is going to manifest itself in how you behave and the situation of it. Therefore, it's being toxic. But before that, with communication, everything, it's not. It's just a situation.
it's like
Realistically.
saying no strings attached, fam. There's no
Exactly.
such. There's no
Exactly.
such.
Realistically, people don't want to. When you enter a situationship, there won't be that commitment. They won't.
Mm-mm.
There won't be that communication because in a situationship, they don't want that communication boundary is put. Ne? You're
Yeah.
stepping into relationship territory for most people. People associate communication with relationship. No, communication is in any shape, y'all. In any interaction you have in life, in any situation you are, you need to communicate. It's a general thing people need to understand. It has nothing to do, it's not specified for when you're joining dog. With your friends, you communicate with your friends, don't you? You communicate with your situations, you communicate with your relationship, you communicate with your parentship, whatever it is. In any ship, you're going to communicate. Same way the ship has to move, right? And the water and the motion of it is communication. That's why shit doesn't work out because people don't communicate. I will rep this forever. With communication, you can't go wrong, dog. And if it goes wrong, you're not communicating properly, and you cannot blame communication if you're not communicating properly. And the problem is, now you could be talking to somebody, you could be talking, spilling your heart out. Do they understand what you're saying? Nah, you've communicated, they don't understand you. You to them, you haven't said anything at all, right? Then you're gonna call that person crazy and toxic. Whose fault is it? Them for not understanding what you're saying, or is it your fault for not communicating it to them in a proper way that they can understand?
Yeah, totally understandable, Luna. But the problem isn't communication. You know what the problem is? The problem is communicating, having an understanding that you are not gonna catch feelings. The problem now begins when you catch feelings because there's no way you won't.
Guys, realistically, how many times have you sat with knowing that you have feelings for a person and you sit with it? No one wants to communicate about their feelings. It's fine, it's nice to say communication, communication. Then distance yourself healthily. Just be on some
Yeah,
you don't have to spill your business in order to communicate. Just let that person know, okay, we're about to have a bump, let's get over it. Versus them being surprised. You don't have to say, I really like you. Every time I think about you, I squirm, my knees go weak. You don't have to go into detail like that. You could just be on some, hey dog, something. You lie your ass off if you have to. Just be on some, my dog died. Sorry, dog.
that's
And you
where it
did, ne?
becomes
That's not your
unhealthy.
business. You're
That's
just
where
letting
it
them
becomes
know
unhealthy
some way, somehow.
because at some point you're lying to yourself. Nah. Because
Mm.
because have you realized, Wuti, when you're in a situationship and you catch feelings, you terrified of telling the person that okay, I'm confused because you agreed that okay, we won't catch feelings on it. Now that when
Mm.
I get vegeta, you've caught feelings. You don't know how to behave, and then now the boy maybe gets a girlfriend. Now when you are mad and you don't want to talk to him anymore, you throwing tantrums because when you've got feelings. And what was the agreement?
That
And
you
then it
shouldn't
starts
catch
to be
feelings.
toxic. It starts to be messy. You acting like a crazy person. You
Why
see,
did you
it's just
agree if you know that you're not capable of doing it? But the thing is, people lie to themselves and say they know I won't catch feelings. When you're left high and dry, ne, that other person, you feel like they're unaffected, they're fine. How did they walk out of that situation without catching feelings, yet you did?
bro. You know, people catch feelings and don't say nothing.
Is it
It's
affecting their life like it's affecting yours? What are you
okay.
supposed
Let
to
me
do?
put you in a situation, Lulama.
Mm.
You and
Full
this
name
cute ass
ain't
boy.
here.
You and this cute ass boy that you've liked for a hot minute, ne?
Mm.
And you expect a relation. Well, you expect some relation with the guy, ne?
Mm-hmm.
Manja, the guy isn't looking for any relation. He wants a situationship. You being you with your feelings, give it. You agree, ne?
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, you agree. You in the situationship. Can you say that you are someone with pride?
A little bit, yeah.
Exactly.
Actually, not a
Thank
little
you.
bit, a lot.
And
Mm.
then you're in the situationship. You catch feelings. Ne? Now, when you want more than just a situationship, now that you want more than a situationship, now you don't know how to tell the guy because you agreed in the first place. And you thought that you weren't gonna catch any feelings during the period of the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Mm.
you've caught feelings. You being Lulama, are you going to tell him that listen, I've caught feelings, I want a relationship?
What did I say? Going back, me. Listen. If I'm in that situation, first mistake. This is a specific scenario that you put me in. First mistake. I been liking this person. This person came up to me with clear intentions, saying, "I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm not ready for that." I
Mm.
walked in knowing that I'll catch feelings. And it's like walking into fire and oh my gosh, I'm burned. No.
It's not necessarily liking. No, if it's a situation where it's like crush type of vibe. I don't know if lustful is the right word, but it's like that type of
Yeah.
vibe. Yeah, when you
It's
look
someone
at
you're
them.
attracted to.
Yeah.
I can like somebody, you know. I can like somebody, I can like you.
Mm.
Right? And I can still be in a situation with you.
Mm.
Ne? But I'm not gonna attach myself.
No.
The problem how you
No.
get left high and
But
dry. Ne?
listen,
You have to have a string
listen,
to be left hanging on.
wait. What Michelle is saying, or from my understanding of what Michelle is saying, is that you and this person, you're vibing, you watching them,
Mm-hmm.
you look at them, you're like, oh, I like this person, but not like deep, like oh, I
Yeah.
could vibe with you.
Mm-hmm.
So then you go to this person, or this person comes to you, and they're like, oh, let's enter into situationship. At that
Yeah.
time, when you have no emotional
Wait.
connection to him,
Yeah.
let me finish. At that time, you have no emotional connection to him. So you're like, bet, let me enter the situationship. You enter the situationship. You both agree that no, we're not gonna catch feelings. Ne? Even though I've never understood that you can't agree not to catch feelings.
Exactly, you can agree to try not to.
Okay, but it's fine. Let's say you agree that no, this is not going to involve feelings.
Mm-hmm.
A situationship,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm.
So it's purely platonic. You all do the hugs, the kisses, whatever physicals or whatever you want in the situationship.
Mm.
Then in the situationship, when as Lulama, like Michelle said, you catch feelings. When at the beginning of this thing, you're like, no, I wouldn't like this guy like that. I'm just vibing with him.
Yeah.
What would you do in that situation?
Let me answer your
Mm-hmm.
question. I'll get back to that. Probably I will, ne? I'll just like catch me on that. I'll remember, ne?
Mm.
You let me put you in a situation. You're working a good job.
Ah,
No, I'm not jumping
No,
on the
you must
topic. Ne? You're working. I'm not jumping on the
no, but
topic.
wait. We
No,
asked you.
listen.
We asked you a question
And
first.
I'm answering that question with a question.
Okay.
answer
Listen,
and then
you've
back
got a good
yourself.
job. You're making money. Ne?
Mm.
You're gonna go to the car dealership. You're gonna look at this beautiful car.
Mm.
And you're like, yes, I'm working, my life is looking great for me. Ne? I'm gonna be able to afford this car. You go inside that thing there. And then you sign this contract. Ne? And you're like, don't worry. Down the road, things are looking bright. You've got a few months left of this contract. Ne?
Mm.
Like the job, dololo, what you gonna do? You have to avoid it. You have to get out of it somehow,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
Same way I would do in the situation. I would either run away, become a what is it?
None.
No, a nun. Somebody who runs away
No
from
man.
prison.
Escapee.
Yeah, escaping, or I'll be in debt or whatever, or I'll try to deal with the money. Ne?
Mm.
But there's always a way out of something. Yeah, even if my pride is there, ne, I could just, like I said, dip. How could you just explain somewhere and just dip, ne, and put my pride aside and walk in? Same way, guys. A contract is a contract. At the end of the day, it was an agreement. We start with communication. We're gonna have to end with it. I understand what you're saying, ne, but my answer's gonna stay the same.
So you tell him in a healthy way and dip.
Yeah, then like if I feel like okay, there's no chance that I'm gonna get into a relationship with this guy, ne, and it's paining me every day just to be in a situation or in a friendship with him, ne, I'm gonna
Yeah.
dip. I'ma find a way out.
No, but guys, emotions don't work like that. Emotions, Bambella,
Hey, you ask me personal opinion. Me, I can shove those emotions so up my
But
anus.
exactly what Zila said. That's where it becomes unhealthy.
because you're shoving your emotions away at this.
Because I didn't want to communicate. It's a choice.
But the situationship becomes unhealthy.
Became toxic. It is. It wasn't toxic in the beginning. It became. That's also what I said.
Okay, true. You know, I hear it from her side, ne? I understand it from her side. What I'm saying though, I hear it from your side, ne?
Mm-hmm.
What I was saying is that the basis of a situationship, when situationships were created, in wherever they came from a toxic place. Situationships did not come from a healthy place. It came
Thank
from running
you.
away from commitment.
Yeah. Oh my
And
goodness, she said it.
a situationship can be healthy, fine. But a healthy situationship is basically the beginning of a possible relationship.
Mm.
It's the knowing, it's the get to
Guys,
know,
a
it's the talking stage.
situationship is not a talking stage.
Thank you. Yes.
It's not.
Yes.
It's not the
Mhm.
same thing. A situationship, you sit down and you discuss. It's already a ship. A talking stage is a stage. It's the port when you're working on deciding what boat you want to board.
Mm.
Ne?
Mm.
And you decide to board the situationship. There, as I said, you're already committing to something. Whatever it is, there was some sort of commitment. Talking stage is figuring out what you want to do. Is it going to be a situationship? Is it going to be a friendship? Is it going to be a relationship? You may walk into a talking stage intends to date, ne?
Mm.
and you find out, okay, I wouldn't date this person, but I'm friends with you.
Mm.
Then you've boarded the friendship boat.
Mm.
Be like, I want to be friends with you, and I wanna mess with you, but I don't wanna commit to you. You're gonna board the situationship. I really like this person. I'm willing to commit. I like everything about them. You're gonna go on the relationship boat. It all depends. But talking stage is also it's the part, as I said.
Yeah. No, but I'm sorry to say this, ne? But the way you're defending situationships has me
Situationship?
questioning
No,
you.
no. I'm not defending them, but we must also be fair to everything. See from all perspectives, y'all. No, but no, I understand it, ne? I understand it. You know why I say situationships are toxic? Why are they there? Is a situationship the same thing as a friends with benefits? A lot of people will say they aren't. So if a situationship is not the same thing as a friendship with benefits, what is the difference? A
Listen,
friendship with benefits, you go into it, you sit down and you're like, no, we're going to be friends. Platonic friends, we're only going to mess with each other and it's not going to step into
it's a different sector.
how?
With friends and benefits, it's a different sector. You agree that okay, generally we're gonna be friends, but it's okay to have those non-platonic moments. But we'll always bounce back to platonic. Ne? Situationships,
You,
it's not guys, I'm defending ne, but at the
you
same time,
know where
situationships
the
are they're
danger
so bad,
is.
ne? Because that's all I deal with right now is situationships, ne? I can't speak from a relationship perspective because guys, you know, let's not even go there. Ne? But I can only speak from situationships. I've had great situationships. I don't wanna curse, ne? But really, really, really beeping bad
Wait, you said
situationships,
you've
ne?
been in great situationships.
Yeah.
Whoa, no
Where
wonder.
we had our situation, ne? We're not talking to become a relationship, we're friends. Right now, even I don't know where we're at, dog. We've discussed that we're friends. But y'all,
How do you truly, honestly, truly, with the whole truth, like on your life, truly feel about it?
about this specific one,
Yes,
I don't know. I'm
exactly.
also vibing, dog. I'm not a test. I don't like this person. Nay, I have love for this person, right? I wouldn't be in a committed relationship with them. Nay, I would be their friend. I wouldn't mind doing relationship stuff with them. Nay, but then I just don't. I don't want to rock that boat of relationship slash commitment. It's just not something I'm willing to do. Therefore, I'm sitting in this quote unquote situation. Ne? Another one where we were in a situation ne, where I think person caught feelings properly and wanted to be in a relationship, ne, but not it wasn't gonna work out, right? Now I could say with my chest we're friends. Ne? That we left the boat of situationships and we boarded the boat of friendship. I'm on the friendship boat, right? But I could see the situation and I've been in a situation with them, but I've detached from there. I'm not gonna be messing around with them. Therefore, now I wouldn't say that we're jumping boats now. Ne? And also that if you're jumping with no communication, see how I love rapping communication, you know, in this scene of jolly or whatever the hell, I wouldn't say that I'm sincerely dating and getting into relationship. Yo, I'm still young. I'm just figuring out what I like. Is this delicious? Is this not? You know? So it depends. But I feel like situationships can be really good or really, 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 really bad. And the bad ones is when you catch feelings. The part that you're talking about, ne, that hurts. I'm not gonna lie. When you like this person or when you're talking to them and you realize you're getting butterflies in your stomach, you're blushing every time you see a text, there is where the danger is. Right there. And then what do you do? I communicate. I'm like, Papaini, not going to work, y'all. But not all the time, ne? Not all the time. Sometimes I'll just cut a situation because the situation isn't working for me anymore. So it really depends. And like I said, that person doesn't need to know my business onto why I'm cutting it. Yes, I'll communicate to them, right? Most of the time I do. I'll give you a specific reason onto why I'm not messing with you anymore or what made me come to that decision. So you can also walk away with a clear vision onto what happened. Hey, being left and being abandoned on an island of cluelessness and confusion, that shit isn't nice. And I don't like doing that to people.
Well, my experience with the situationship, ne, I don't
Mm.
know if it was a situationship Oh, what was going on? What had
Yeah.
happened was there was this guy that apparently
Mm.
liked me and wanted to be in a relationship, right? And Mina
Yeah.
wasn't there. And I was still in school, so I was just focusing on my books and everything, ne? So Mina, I low key just like ghosted the guy, ne?
Mm-hmm.
And the guy apparently, I don't know if he caught feelings, but by the way he confronted me, it was deep. I was like, wait, what? And he was like, yeah, if I spoke to other people, was it cheating on you? And I'm like, wait, what? Fast forward, yeah, now me being me now, I like the guy. And the guy, when I apparently broke his heart, in quotes, he detached. Ne? So now that
Mm-hmm.
he detached, me now yeah, I'm attached. And it's not it's not going well for me. Like it's a mess because now for me to say that, okay, listen, if it's me apologizing about what I did before so that we can work it
Yeah.
out, me, I wouldn't, Shem. I can't. So
Um,
me, I do have feelings for the guy, but for me to say, no, I'd
see,
rather not.
pride is where the danger is. Basically, pride is where the problem is.
But then it's
Yeah.
not necessarily pride, ne? I'm just afraid of being rejected.
Rejection is a. Hmm.
Like that's,
But
I'm just afraid of that.
But guys, honestly, Nick, to wrap up the conversation, I just wanna, because we're gonna talk on situationships, but to wrap up the conversation, that I wanna go off where Michelle was saying people who go into one-sided relationships with you, and then when you've spoken with them after you drop that whole hurdle, and then
Yeah.
you catch feelings because they went and they had a one-sided relationship with themselves, they caused themselves heartbreak. You were not involved.
yeah, the problem would have been solved if there was communication.
But the thing is,
Yes, for sure.
communication.
You're right.
Mm.
But me
Mm.
being Michelle Ngumalo, I'm not
Mm.
I'm not one to text and tell a person that I'm in my feelings. And it's not that it's because I'm whosoever or I'm or it's not that type of vibe. It's just that I'm afraid of being rejected,
No,
honestly.
no, that's understandable, y'all. I've been ripping communication. I'm also when something's on my chest. My first thought is not to call you up and let you know, because
Mm,
with actions there's going to be repercussions. If I'm going to tell you this one thing, you're going to reply. So the thing is, once I tell you, am I ready for that response? Number
Mm.
one. Number two, am I ready for you to do whatever with that information that I'm about to tell you?
Mm.
There's a lot of factors that come into communication, yes, but it is what would help with everything, y'all. With vaccinations, it's gonna help you, but you've got that risk of getting sick, right?
yeah.
So with everything, there's a risk.
I mean, I feel like I won't recover.
No, guys,
I
being
won't.
played, being played as a Popeye with communication sucks. Being played as a
Mm,
Popeye, you're communicating on one side and you're
Please don't
communicating.
even make me cry
no.
right now because I've been made a clown. I've been made a clown. Ha!
From your
Sending
situationship or
paragraphs
from
on
your
paragraphs
relationship?
explaining about why I said this, the reason behind I said this, thinking this person will appreciate transparency, and this man some I bet. At that point, hmm,
As you said, Lulaba, communication is not only about the person who's saying it. It's about the person who receives it. Because you'll be trying to speak French to a person and this person is English and doesn't understand you. And
the worst part, people be on some, you just get it off your chest once. No, when I say something, sometimes I need a reply. The reply is what's going to help me heal. I know that's not the point of it, or that's not good advice to have, but that's just the realistic of how it is for people, or for how I am, Yeah, guys, it's between a hard place and a rock, or a rock and a hard place, vice versa, however it goes, It's tough out here.
no, guys, let me tell you, let me let you on my situation. Ne?
Mm.
So
Yeah.
way back when me and this guy we vibing. Eh, me and this guy we talk. I think we talked for a solid 3 months.
Mm.
Nah, this was in lockdown. We talked for a solid 3 months. After we talk, guy drops. Like he goes. I'm like, but the thing is we didn't go into talking with any intentions of where this was going to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we were just talking to talk. Eh?
Mm.
We were just fine, guy babes. Yeah, it's fine. I leave guy. There was no expectations. I leave guy. I go off. I go off. Guy comes back. He's like, no, I missed you. I missed you.
Yeah.
Whatever, whatever, and more. Yeah, it's fine. I go back to texting guy. Guy's like, no, I don't do relationships, but you're a cool person, and I just wanna talk with you. My ass goes. I'm like, okay, bet. Guy dips a month later again.
Mm.
I'm like, hey, guys, it's fine. You're talking to a person you don't want a relationship. Even in a friendship, when you leave, you tell a person that no, I'm gonna vibe.
Mm.
Dog.
You know,
It doesn't matter what ship you ride in. There needs to be communication between the staff or the people on the boat and the captain, or else we're gonna get lost.
Yeah.
So people don't understand that. When they said you're being led like a lost puppy. When you're going one direction, next thing is the next direction.
homie,
That's how they keep you attached because
homie,
you don't know what's going on,
homie,
dog. Curiosity killed the
I
cat.
was a lost puppy. I'm not even gonna lie. I was a lost puppy. I didn't see it until it was too late. I think I spoke with this guy for a total of 6, 8 months. Problem was that when guy was here talking to me, guy would speak the nice smooth things, you know?
Mm,
You know how people will speak smooth things and you'll take bull nonsense from them.
mm,
So guy was talking the nice smooth things. Me I fell. When I came to wake up that no, this person here I mean, I'm losing sleep over this person, wondering why they're not talking to me. When you see them posting on their status and everything, you're like, how? Mean, I try to communicate, guys not talking to me. Guys,
I'm
ghostations is
sorry.
not for the weak-hearted.
It's not.
Ghostations is
Say like
not.
a papaya, yo.
It's better if a person ghosts you once and never talks to you again.
The problem is people have that confidence, ne?
Yeah.
And the problem also being like a reliable person and all that. We're going off topic. We're gonna have to wrap it up in a few names.
Mm.
But yo, I even lost my word, eh? I don't know what I was gonna say for real.
Reliable person.
Reliable person, yeah, is they have that confidence of when they leave, you're gonna come back. Same when you tell a dog sit, they're training you with all this stuff.
Mm.
And then when they
Yeah.
sit, you're gonna sit, you're not gonna know what to do. You don't know, oh, is it safe to move? And are they done with me? And then they're gonna say, oh no, I love you, or I care about you, baby, my love, good night, good morning. It's what they. This is how they train dogs. Just go watch a tutorial on YouTube, and you'll be shocked. They're not even playing you like a Popeye. They're training you like a dog. That's the
Guys,
worst part.
and that's where the danger lies in situationships. Because that's what happens.
Yeah, situationship is easier to get played than any other ship, eh? Because
Yeah.
it's
Wait.
it's broad. It's a valley of nothing.
Yeah. Quick question. So when in a situationship, ne, do
Mm.
you, since you guys have agreed that okay, you guys are not girlfriend and boyfriend, you don't love each other, ne? So okay, how would you feel if the person like was seeing other people or was in or gets while in the midst of your guys' situationship, ne, he gets into a serious relationship? Is that betrayal? Here it's him being disloyal. How does that make
Mm-mm.
you feel?
As I said, a situationship is some sort of like a
Commitment.
commitment, ne? So if that person had to dololo out of nowhere, even if you said commitment, let's not commit to each other, and he's gonna go commit to another person, that the problem isn't him going to commit to another person. I feel like the problem is him wanting you to sit there because you don't know what's going on with that other person. Is he cheating? Now he must also be a cheater. He must
Yeah,
be a
because
homewrecker. What is he making you? Or what situation is he putting you in?
No, but how do you feel about it? Do you feel like he's betraying you?
Yeah, that's
You
not fair. That's toxic. That's not okay.
now for me,
but
for-
but you agreed.
yeah, it wasn't a commitment to each other. The thing is, in situationships, it now depends on the basis of when you entered the situationship. Was it a monogamous situationship? Because a lot of the time, situationships are not monogamous. When you're in a
Yeah,
situationship, you're not. It's not the only situationship. This person probably
exactly.
had 6 other situationships. The
Yeah.
problem lies when all those 6 other situationships lead to serious relationship. Now this person is making everybody else side chicks
But
and
then
cheaters.
at this point, ne, you must also, when you walk in, it's like when you are talking about what are we, ne, I feel like a situation just started when somebody asked, "What are we?" We're at the, what did I call it?
Crossroads.
No, when you board a boat, where do you go?
Doc.
A dock, yeah. You're at the dock, and you're here with this person figuring out, okay, now where must I go? Ne? This person be like, okay, let's just see where this goes, ne? Alright. Obviously, with that, it's like, oh no, I like this person deeply. I'm going to commit to this person, and I cannot commit to you both unless, ne, as I said, there are not good people out there. There's just people out there who don't care. You have to also take this into consideration. People don't give a flying fish about how you feel. So if you got into such a situationship with that person,
But like,
Yeah.
you're not expected to be jealous because when you know your part that you
jealous,
play in that
but
person's life, you know what you bring to the table, you know what you take, you
Now
know
I have
what's for
questions.
you know where to draw the
So
line. So
now
you
as
feel
in
like
now you're
he's
gonna make
being
me a side chick.
disloyal to you. You feel like he's being disloyal to you. Is you just crossing a boundary because it's not your
no,
position. It's not your duty.
I'm not necessarily disloyal, guys. I don't necessarily feel disloyal. I now feel like you're making me into a cheater if you go into a serious relationship. It's fine, you can go and do your other situationships. But now when you're in a serious relationship and then you're still messing with me, you are making me compliant or complacent in your cheating of your serious relationship.
Because imagine this, ne? Imagine this. We're in a situationship. You're gonna go into a committed relationship, ne? You love this chick and everything. This chick is crazy. This chick is actually mad, and then she's gonna come and beat me up because you didn't tell me that. Oh, I'm in a relationship.
Yeah,
Is
no,
that
that
my
I
fault for
understand.
committing? Did I put myself up to that danger, or was it you?
It was him. That's his fault, ne? That I understand. Me now, I'm just asking about personal emotions, how it makes you feel, not how it makes you look or whatever. Like, do you feel like that person is being disloyal to you? Do you feel like it's a
Mm.
problem? Do you feel like it's a situation that you'd want to walk out of because it makes you feel a type of a way, not because the girlfriend will say what you personally?
No, guys, me personally, I don't care. If I'm in a situationship and this person goes off and be in other situationships, I'm not gonna feel jealous because me and myself, I'll also be busy with other situationships.
But are you gonna tell those not situationships? Now you're specifying that you're going to be also in that same space with other people, not committed, ne? And those people know that you're not committed, ne? Because you're just
No,
floating
but
around
wait.
messing with other
But
people.
her question was emotional, not look wise. For me, I'm not gonna feel like he's just being disloyal. For me, it'll be a thing of you're making me feel like a fool if it's serious relationship. But if it's other situationships, I personally don't feel
No,
like
I
I feel
don't
like
think
it's
so.
disloyalty.
Not really. Yeah, unless I've caught feelings, but nah. Other than that,
Ah, big ups.
unless it's disrespect.
I guess I'm a wuss.
No, that's the thing. You know why when are you depressed? Or
Yeah.
would you be pressed? I'm assuming.
I mean, I'd be bothered.
You know why you'd be bothered?
Why?
Because you'd probably arrange for a situationship that is monogamous. Your personal thing is a monogamous
And
situationship.
if you get into a situationship, you need to communicate to that person. Be like, okay, if you're gonna be messing with other people, yes. And also, that's if okay, let's say if you're sexually wada. That's another, not even a personal emotional thing. That is a safety thing, ne? But like I said, I wouldn't mind if they're messing with other people in the same dynamic that we're in. Not. I'd wanna know. And if I walk into a situation, I want to know just focus. Now, if I'm gonna kiss you, you're gonna kiss 50 other people, and something's gonna come to me. That's not straight. I'm not okay with that name. As well as if you're gonna go to and get into a committed relationship, there's where I'll beat the person up, ne? Because now you're being disrespectful to me. Do you think I'm okay with being a side chick?
So yeah. But with you, you'd probably, or from Michelle, you'd probably need a monogamous situationship. And that's fine as well.
It's personal preference as it and
See,
perspective.
me, I'm not about to be in a polygamous situationship. What?
And you need to communicate that because people won't know that from the get go. They presume it but push it aside unless you specifically clarify that you can't validly be upset.
Liars. People allow liars out there.
As I said, bad people as well. You can't really avoid such things.
Would you rather have your partner in a relationship lie to you, or your partner in a situationship lie to you?
I feel like that is an amazing question. And that question, we're going to leave it with our audience to comment with us on our YouTube and comment with us on our socials. We'll be also posting it on our Instagram.
Yes, sir.
So, this has been the episode with Clueless with LMZ. Thank you for joining us for another episode
Thank
of
you for listening.
Situationships.
Mm-hmm.
Please follow us on our socials on Instagram and TikTok. All the links will be in the description. Check us
Do
out
the
on
most, guys.
Spotify.
Do the most. Do
Yeah,
the most.
check us out on Spotify and check us out on YouTube and
Share it
check
to your
us.
friends, share it to your granny, share it to your dog.
Yeah. So this has been Clueless with
Now,
MZ.
see ya.